So I talked about briefly about what I thought the worst K-pop album I've ever heard was briefly in my Q&A video, but since that video has been unlisted, a lot of people still don't know what I think is the worst K-pop album of all time. Keep in mind, I haven't listened to every single K-pop album under the sun, but as someone who's listened to a lot of the mainstream stuff back in the day, as well as listening to almost every single release in 2019, I think I can give a pretty fair candidate for worst K-pop album of all time. So what do I think is the worst K-pop album of all time? A lot of people might think that I would choose NCT Dream's We Boom, the third mini album, specifically because it is single-handedly the worst rated album on my channel. I gave it a 3 out of 10 when I reacted to it, and listening to it back, I probably still would give it a 3 out of 10. B-sides still don't mesh well with me. I thought for the most part the melodies were not good. Whatever they were trying to hit with that album, they did not hit in my opinion. I haven't listened to all of NCT Dream's albums, nor NCT U's albums, but this is easily the worst NCT album I've heard to date. But do I think this is the worst album of all time? No, it's not even close to being the worst album of all time. I have heard a lot worse albums than this album here in my own listens. So NCT Dream's We Boom, it is bad, but it's not the worst album of all time. Now a lot of you might be wondering what kind of criteria I use to determine what is the worst album of all time. One factor could be lyrics. What is the album with some of the worst lyrics I've ever heard come out of K-pop? I can say wholeheartedly that album would be Nickhyun's Me. And the fact that this dude is from 2PM in JYP Entertainment, it baffles my mind how they would ever approve to releasing this. There is not one song here that does not have cringy ass lyrics. This dude is 30 years old and is making love songs that 10-year-olds would make. If y'all don't believe me, let's look at the lyrics for one of my favorite songs here. Mars. Looking up at those stars. I know they're so far. Wanna be there with you. In time I'll take you there. It didn't even rhyme. We'll be on Mars, bathing in stars. Our own private show. Nobody needs to know what we're doing. What's bathing in stars? That's not even possible. If you tried to bathe in a star, you would burn into crisp in the first millisecond. Listen, my infant nephew could make better lyrics than this. And I don't even think he speaks English. I'll take you to planets you've never been to. I'll take you there, take you there. What the There's supposed to be a punchline after that. After you say I'll take you to planets, there's supposed to be a punchline after that. Maybe even saying a pun or something. Maybe say like, I'm your Venus or something better. But this dude just kept repeating, I'll take you there, take you there. That is the worst lyrical choice that you could have gone with. And you telling me JYP approved this? No. This is the biggest cluster hell of non-lyrics I have ever seen in a song. This dude doesn't say anything in this song. There is no message, even if it's just love. Hell, I'll even take a generic ass message of, hey, I like you. This is not even that. The lyrical message of this song is literally just, hey, you want to go to space? The entire album is filled with lyrics like that. But granted, I don't judge a song just because of its lyrics. Therefore, there are some songs in here that I do like, specifically Bridge and Umbrella. Bridge, the lyrics are completely terrible as usual, but at least the drop is nice, you know?
Just cross the bridge, babe. Just cross that bridge, cross that bridge. I'll be right there. 힘든 순간이 올 때.
Those songs, even if the lyrics are terrible, they sound good. That's why they're in my playlist. So do I think this is the worst album of all time? No. While lyrically wise, this is easily the worst album I've ever experienced, it's not anywhere near the worst album I've ever heard in my life. But another criteria that might have been used for me to pick the worst album of all time is the most overrated album of all time. And to me, that is Blackpink's Kill This Love. Kill This Love easily has their worst comeback song. It is easily their worst album and has some of their worst B-sides. I did not like Kill This Love at all. Don't know what to do, just sounds like an emo rebel goth girl song. Hope Not is a guitar ballad that I did not find any satisfaction in hearing. I didn't find anything to note there. It was completely blah. The only redeeming song in this album is Kick It, and that's only because of the second drop. But I did not like the end where they broke out in chant. That was a complete no for me, dog. But as far as I know, Kill This Love is one of the most overrated albums I've heard as of late. But is it the worst album of all time? Drum roll, please. No, it is most definitely not the worst album of all time.
RBGTalk to the core. What's the worst album of all time?
But let me reveal what I think is the criteria for determining what is the worst album of all time. In general, is how much pain do I feel when I listen to it? And I have only felt that sense of pain with one particular album. Now y'all might be asking, how bad of an artist or a group can you be to put out such a bad album? It has to be someone horrible, like Be Free or Ollie London. They did not make the worst album of all time. You want to know who made the worst album of all time? It is none other than the popular K-pop girl group that is IZ*ONE. I really like IZ*ONE. I still like IZ*ONE. They're a cool ass K-pop group, but that does not excuse their album that I consider to be the worst of all time. What is the worst album of all time? It is Buenos Aires Special Edition. This has some of the worst production I've ever heard in my entire life. This has some of the worst vocal processing I've ever heard in my entire life. I wince every single time I listen to this. And because of that, we're gonna be doing a quick reaction of the entire album. We're gonna start with the great single that is Buenos Aires. Oh my god. You know what's funny? Instrumental wise, sampling wise, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's the way they process the vocals that I absolutely hate. They are completely overblowing the processed vocals in my ears, completely washing out the production. They're completely overpowering the instrumentation, and it just cuts through everything and goes straight to my ears. I don't know who produced this album, but they need to be fired. And this just goes to show you how important mastering is. A horribly mastered song is worse than a musically bad song, if that makes any sense. I feel pain when I listen to this song. This is easily their worst title track ever. So let's go on to track 2 of the album, Tomorrow, which I think is the worst K-pop song I've ever heard in my entire life. I'm gonna throw up, guys. How could you do that to IZ*ONE, man? I know it's not an official K-pop release. I know it's a Japanese album of theirs, but still, how could you ever do this to them, bro? We're gonna go on to track 3, Target. See, right here, production. While it is not good, it's not terrible. If it was just the instrumentation of that, I would listen to this song. Just wait until they start singing. You're my target, target. Come on, dude. So much is ruined. The vocal mastering is terrible. It's the vocals. It's the freaking vocals, dude. We're skipping on to Boyfriend. Why are we still here? Just to suffer. That was disgusting. Alright, we're going on to, in my opinion, the best song of the album. Or should I say best? I'm quoting because saying it's the best song of the album implies that it is good. It is not good. Listen, this has the best melody of the album easily, but that does not save the fact that these vocals sound like asinine garbage. But you know what? I've said my opinion about this enough. Let's go and check out what the fandom of IZ*ONE think. Alright, we got the music video for Buenos Aires here, and honestly, looking at the like to dislike ratio, I'm not really surprised because no real big influencer is covering this song. Alright, let's look at the comments here. Let's see what they say. I think I'm a part of the 0.1% of this fandom who likes this song. LOL. You know what? I'm glad this person acknowledges that only 0.1% of the fandom likes this song. I don't know why a lot of people hate this song. It's actually good. Shut the hell up! Shut up! That is a disgrace to every other song that they've made. These people are delusional. Do they even have ears? I'm convinced that this person is deaf. They probably looked at people on IZ*ONE are super hot, and that the fact that they can dance well, they just immediately correlated that to a good song. That's the only explanation I could ever think of. I don't understand how so many people really dislike the song. It's one of my favorite songs by them. That is disgusting. How ignorant do you have to be of IZ*ONE to say that this is one of their best songs ever? I have not seen such delusion from a fandom ever before in my life. I'm done. I'm gonna head out. The sound mixing in this song will forever confuse me. Yes! Thank the Lord! Someone agrees with me. I am not the only one who thinks this way. Thank God. Let's look at the replies. I don't know if it's J-pop style, but yeah, it's especially the Beatmaster. Oh! Speak that truth, my people. These are my brothers and sisters right here, but I love it. Shut the
Am I the only one actually likes how the song is recorded, mixed, or edited? Some might think it sounds like something made from KineMaster or whatever, but it gives off a mysterious and different kind of vibe. I'm going to stream this and you can't do anything.
You know what? This person is right. I can't do anything about what they're doing. I can't stop them from streaming. All I can do is mourn for their friends and family. It's so sad. I feel bad for these people, man. The fact that they think this music is good is... IZ*ONE is a good girl group, okay? But I did not think they had the capability of making this bad of an album. We're done with this video. I'm gonna leave a link so y'all can listen to it for yourselves. So that's gonna be the end of the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that post notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video.
Gosh.